Hi, Marilyn O'Malley here of MarilynO'Malley.com, and today I'm going to share with you a tool that's really powerful and has helped a lot of clients and to stop taking on other people's energy as an empath, but still allowing yourself to feel what's going on. And I get this question a lot. How do we do that? How do we feel? Because empaths are feeling, right? And not take things on. It just seems like impossible. But I've used this tool and, like I said, taught it to many of my clients, and they find it very useful. And I'm going to teach that to you today. And to give you more information about being an empath, I just wanted to share with you. You can go to the website, my website, MarilynO'Malley.com, and one of the blogs is being an empath stifling your well-being? And there's a video on there also, or you can just go to YouTube and I explain it on YouTube, and that YouTube video is called How to Not Take on Other People's Energy as an Empath. And it talks about number one, what's happening to you when you are taking on other people's energy, and teaches you another little tool, a littler tool. This one's more powerful that I'm going to teach you today, about how to manage your energy during the day. All right, so let's get started. Couple things I want to just share with you before I take you through, have you close your eyes. One is, so for those of you who are not familiar with the aura, or energy space around you, this is your energy centers in your body, and those are correlated with the energy centers around your body. Because we're all energy, everything's energy. And so I want you to think of your aura today as extending out to like your fingertips, and then going up above your head, and then going down below your feet. And your aura can be out that far, or you can pull it all the way in, and we'll be playing with that later. I'm going to teach you how to do that. And I call this aura space, and the space, the energetic space in between that and your body, your physical body, which is also energy, I call that your mobile home. And so we always want to be managing our mobile home as an empath, as an intuitive, as a sensitive, by managing all of that and learning how to do that really creates a space for you where you go out in the world and you feel empowered, you feel in control of your life, and instead of being an empath that is always being influenced by the things around them and feeling like you're a leaf in the wind, not having control over your life, not having control over your emotions, not feeling well because of all the stuff that you're picking up on. This will make you a better leader, a better coach, a better healer, just have greater effect in the world and feel more empowered and be healthier because you're not taking on all these other energies, and lowering your own personal vibration also make you a better manifester. All right. So now close your eyes. And if you're not in your body, make sure that you get in your body. Like, feel yourself. You can set a grounding cord, or feel like that there's a tree roots that start around your hips and start running down your legs and running you down into the earth, so that you're grounded. But you can get in your body by saying, I'm in my body now, feeling your heart, feeling your sit bones, feeling your pulse, your breath moving in and out of your body. And I want you to just notice how you feel right now. And notice also how you hear my voice, because that you might notice a difference later. I'm going to ask you to check into that. But just notice how your body feels right now. Notice what you're attuned to, what you've taken on. So I want to start, I'm going to help do a little clearing here to give you, because you want to start with clear energy. And like I said, the mobile home that you have, your physical body and the energetic space around you within the aura space is called your mobile home. And you want that feng shuied. The reason I call it as mobile home, because we relate feng shui with rooms, and so I want you to think that like you're feng shuiing your energetic field all the time, because when you're taking on other people's energy, you are it's like filters, it's like parasites, it's like dirt or dust or different energy coming in and influencing your space or cluttering your space. And when we're operating in the world, if we want to be reading it and interacting and have our energy go out as clear as possible and to receive information as clear as possible, we want to have that space clear and clean and decluttered, and not have filters, other people's filters in it, because then we can't see how we're to live our life, and we can't see when the things that we're desiring are coming to us because other people's energy or ideas or beliefs are in the way. So I just want you to just at this moment just say, anybody's energy that's not my own, go back to your owner. So now, and just imagine that all of those people's energy is gone now. And just imagine that all of the energies that you're holding on to from the past, it's just like you just let it go, come back into this moment. And all the energies you're holding on into the future, all your to-do lists, all the things that you are excited about, anticipations, fear or anxiety, just again dissolve them, come back here to now. Just pull, like if you were an octopus, pull all of your arms back into your mobile home. Don't have them extending outside of your mobile home. All your energy is right here, right now. And again, clearing space. And just imagine that that grounding cord that you have, that you can just send down anything that otherwise you don't want to hold on. You can just have the intention, any energies that I'm holding on to in any of my mobile home or my energetic space, I'm letting go right now. I'm allowing it to go so I can experience something new. So just think about that energetic space all around you, just clearing out. Another thing that you can do, imagine, is that like you have a fire hose or a power washer, and you can turn 360 degrees in this mobile home of yours, so that around, so you can spray your aura. So imagine spraying from the top of your head down to the bottoms of your feet, that you can go 360 degrees all the way around, spraying out, spraying through, so that all of the space around you gets really cleaned out, cleared out. And as you're doing that power washing, you might notice if there's, or what, let's finish you power washing. First, finish power washing. Okay, good. And then now, I want you to check and see, are there any rips, tears, or holes in your aura space, and just put your hand out and rub over it, and it will seal and heal it. So just again, turn 360 degrees, up above you, down below, out in front of you. Just go around and put put your hand over to heal, and just rub it down, and it will heal. Just see it immediately closing up the hole, sealing up the hole, all the way around you. Now notice how you feel. And now I want you to think that on the outside of that aura, you can create something that will energetically interact and keep the energy from others coming into your space. So you can imagine putting up a medal, gold, silver, or bronze. You can imagine putting a rose out there so that the energy just all goes into the rose, or a staff. When I first started, I put like climbing roses all the way around. I was just surrounded by roses. And so wherever the energy was coming from, it would get. And of course, if you just have one rose, all the energy, you're just going to have the energy. You're going to set the intention that the energy goes into that rose. And that rose doesn't come into your space. The other thing you can do is have a mirror, so that the mirror just sort of reflects back whatever the energy is coming towards you, that it just reflects back to the people that are creating the energy outside of you. And again, what I would recommend is that you choose one of these and you stick with that. You make one of these the thing that works for you, and that it becomes a habit, because we're going to want you to do this daily, and you might even do it multiple times daily until you build up that muscle. But just remembering, and all you can just say is like boundary out, right? Boundary out, and that's like boom, this is set up. You either have the rose there, you have climbing roses, you've got a medal out there, or you've got a mirror. And this boundary is permeable. So it's like, it's breathable, like you can feel through it. But what's outside of it is not going to be invited in unless you invite it in. So you might even be hearing my voice differently now. Usually when there's a boundary, then all of a sudden people go like, I'm hearing you different. You seem further away. Yeah. And when you do this, you can do this like going to the movies, or like when, if you happen to be watching the news or whatever, you can put your boundary out there so things stay out there and they don't come into your heart. You're not like living them. All right. So now we've got this, but I'm going to share another thing that's really important. It's filling up your space with your energy. Because when you're full, what I call full of you, so just using it as a visual metaphor, when you're full of yourself, your energy, then other energy can't come in. There isn't room for it. And one of the things that, if you're a sensitive or an empath, not wanting to feel people's energy, you probably have grown up believing like you want to disappear, like you want to blend in, or you feel like you want to shrink in order to not feel. And it's counterintuitive that you really kind of want to fill up, you want to be full of yourself so that energy can't get to you. But when you shrink, you got to think, when you're shrinking, there's no barrier. You become an easier target, because none of your energy is being managed by you. And so it's just like everything can come into you like a sponge. And so you don't have any healthy boundaries. And so this is creating a healthy boundary. So you're not a sponge, you're the one that is managing your energy so you won't be overwhelmed by it. So, your inner energy, I want you to think about your life force energy. I want you to think about a flame at the base of your spine, like in your first chakra. And that it's kind of like a gas flame, right? And imagine that there's a dimmer switch out in front of you. And you can turn this dimmer switch up. And there's numbers on there 1 to 100. And I want you to ask yourself, where is my life force energy now? And a number will pop into your head. And that number that pops in your head is where you're at. And then I want you to start turning that dimmer switch up. So just like a light, you are turning the life force light in you up. And as you turn that light, you might feel like you start to become radiant. You start to feel turned on, right? That energy starts to rise up all the way through your body, but also radiate out 360 degrees all the way around you. You're like a lighthouse. You're an energetic lighthouse. So with your energy radiating out, and let it just turn it up, keep turning it up. Now you might not be used to feeling bright or radiant or turned on and turned up, right? Or you might not feel safe being this way, but I tell you, you're actually safer this way than you are not having this energy. And this is more you, this is real you. This is your power. This adds energy to your purpose and to your, why you're here. And so imagine this light, this energy of you. And then there's also source energy coming in. Source energy is filling, Mother Earth energy is filling it. You're a mix, right? You're a mix. So source energy coming in through the top of your head, also the top of your aura space, flowing down all around you, helping to bring loving unconditionally and healing energy, helping to just keep washing your space so that it stays feng shuied, right? Moving energy through, giving you, bringing in intuition and insights and things that you need to know, nourishment, connection, vitality, healing energy. So just allowing that to be flowing through your body along with your life force energy, filling it up, getting turned on, using it, and filling that space around you. Going all the way out to your aura, to the edge of your aura where right now you have, so like 3 feet out, all the way around you. And now check in. So how's that feel? And like I was saying but didn't finish, was this can feel a bit uncomfortable, but once you get used to this, then it's like, oh God, that feels really good. I feel alive. I feel vital. Now your light also will expand beyond that aura, the edge of the aura where you have your boundary. Your light can go as far as you want to intend it to go. But this energy inside of your aura space now is being full of you. And you can try to turn it up some more. That your thing will be to get as comfortable as you can with your light as bright as you can. And you might find some people that you've been around are around you because you don't have a bright light, and they might not like your bright light. But that's their thing. They're going to have to deal with it. You fall in love with your bright light. You fall in love with who you are, being in this energy, being you. So, again, feel what that feels like to turn it up higher and to have that boundary. Listen to my voice. See, is there a difference? Now, let's play with your aura. Let's pull it in a foot. Just imagine pulling in a foot. So your energy doesn't change. You don't lose energy. It stays the same. You're still full of yourself. Your energy is still moving. It's still there. Now pull it in another foot. again, your energy is still there. Nothing is turned down. You're not turning down your light. You're just managing. What's that feel like? Pull it in as close as it can come. You didn't turn down your light. Nothing's changed. You're just pulling it in. Push it back out. Push it where you want to. Pull it back in. Just play with it right now and see how that feels. You might notice that as you walk through your day, that the people that you used to attract, like I know a lot of sensitives, we can attract, you know, or empaths attract some people that we're not always wanting to attract. They're just attracted to our energy, and they can feel us feeling them. You'll start to notice that they'll hit the edge of your boundary and will like turn. You know, I had somebody that said she always attracted all of her, you know, what do I want to say, the mentally challenged people in her area that were crazy, you know, that had mental illness and, you know, like weren't taking their meds and stuff, would always be like attracted to her like a moth to light. And it was driving her crazy because then she was feeling them too, and it was always a disruption. So she learned this and she did this, and she said it was so strange, and first time I did it, I'm out, I have it, and here comes one of the regulars, and she said it was so strange, they hit the edge of my aura and turned and walked a completely different way. And I've had other great stories about things that have happened with this, but you'll notice, like I said, use it at the movies. When you go to watch a movie and a scene comes up, or when you're, you know, having it out, when you're out, I'm easily influenced by words, by my mind is super creative. So when people start to tell stories and describe things, and then it turns out there's some things I don't want to visualize or want to feel, that this really helps me like be able to be present and then not influenced by it. So you can open your eyes, and I'd love to hear your comments and share what you experienced, and then go out into the world and practice this daily and get back to me and share with me some more, because I just love it. This is really empowering for you, and I'd like to hear stories, and I think other people would like to hear stories too, which will help inspire them to be practicing this. Okay, until we meet again, love, live, and matter. Marilyn O'Malley at marilyno'malley.com. Bye.